Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and he fires one incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 24. He's coming.
They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a... And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Go. 60 miles. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, check 24. Check me.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right. Game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 55 to Mike. Watch the pass. Ready?
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Great. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Man, I got you.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 42. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a... Third down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready? Ready? Gives a 15. Check back 15. Great. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Man open, Rice! And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Needed 16, they got 17 on 3rd down. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Sehorn. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ready? 60 miles. Check. Ready?
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. 180. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing again. Newton. Open man is Andre Reed, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike 50.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. This one complete to Ingram. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever is going